Hello there, elites. How's it going? It's me, Wattles. Welcome back to your series, The Minecraft Guide. Hope you're doing well today. So, we're back over at the iron farm. Oh man, I AFK'd in between episodes, and I've got amazing news. Would you? Well, one, take a look at this. There's an iron column up there. It's burning up right now. That's awesome. Beautiful sight. And then two, this right here. We have a lot of iron, like way more than I had at the end of the last episode, which is really nice. This thing has been functioning perfectly. I haven't noticed a single thing wrong with it, a single catch up, which is really good, other than right now just noticing that straight glass block. Don't know how that happened. We're gonna have to climb up there and get rid of that soon. That's weird. I have no clue how that would have happened. Now, I did make some modifications to this thing in between episodes. Very slight modifications, though. So, I put trapdoors around that dropper right there, so the items actually fall straight down, or at least a little bit more straight down. That seems to have fixed it, though, because in all of my time AFKing, which was a pretty long time, I don't have a set amount, but a while, no iron missed this central box. Now on this box, I did go ahead and put some trapdoors just to make things look a little nicer, a little more cool. And then these ones down here as well, again, to make things look nice and cool. So, that's the whole iron farm. But there's one big thing that I didn't mention in the last episode. And the thing is where you shouldn't build it. Definitely don't build this iron farm near a village. If you build this near an existing village, like if we built it way over there, that could be a problem. You see, if you build that iron farm right near your villager breeder or just where villagers are in general, the village will merge and iron golem spawning will get a little less controlled. So if you're going to build that iron farm, build it isolated. We built it in the last episode, card on screen right now. So I have been testing that iron farm for a good couple hours now, but that doesn't mean we're in the clear quite yet. I figured today it would be a good idea to hang around the base, do a build or two, and basically let the iron farm run. If it stops working throughout the episode, then we know something's wrong, and we'll go ahead and fix it. So, today we're going to actually go ahead and do a sidetrack of sorts. I'm kind of tired of this set of iron armor standing right here, which is fine. We could actually just put this in a chest, which we'll probably end up doing, but let's say we had more sets of diamond armor. That is something that I really like the sounds of. In Minecraft, if you're really stacked in a world, and not to say that we're necessarily stacked here, but we could be. We could be stacked if we wanted to be, which we will be soon. If you're really loaded, you can make more than one set of diamond armor and have each set of diamond armor be for a specific thing. For example, a water set of armor, a nether set of armor, a general set of armor, maybe a sky or end set of armor. And if you're going to make more than one set of armor, you will probably need a building for all of those beautiful sets of armor. So that brings us to today's project. In today's episode, we're going to go ahead and go back to my old, trusted, favorite block combo, the dark oak wood, boom. The spruce planks, oh yeah, boom, right there. The mossy stone bricks and normal stone bricks, just like that. And of course, black stained glass, but I didn't get any black stained glass, so we're not going to place it down. But we're going to put a twist on this block palette. Today, I'd like to use all of those blocks and black stained glass, but also sandstone and acacia planks to blend everything into basically all of the builds that we've been doing so far. This could be a little tricky because acacia wood does not look very good at all with dark oak wood. It's kind of a laughable combination, honestly, but I think we could maybe make this work. We could probably pull this thing off somehow if we separate the acacia from the dark oak wood with sandstone, because sandstone is a nice sort of middle tone, neutral. I mean, it's not in between these two tones, but it can sort of divide things up nicely, I think. So that's what we're going to go ahead and try and do. This building is going to be for extra armor sets and good tools. So you know how we have a decent Fortune 3 pickaxe and we have that amazing, or this amazing Silk Touch one? Yeah, those are cool and all, and they're definitely fancy. They don't deserve to be put inside of a chest with all of the iron tools that are just lame, so they need a fancy building. That's the plan for today. Now, in between episodes, I did go ahead and extend this path right here that we're walking on just a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little. I went from here over to there. Brand new fancy. If you can recall, this is one of the eventual 4 diagonal paths that will cut off of the center circle road that goes around the storage building. Now, coming off of this path, maybe in, like, this area where the dirt is, I'd like to have another path that goes over this way, and then turns into a bridge going across the ravine, because that would be cool. Bridges are fun to build, and the ravine could be cool to work with. Then, on the other side of the ravine, right over in this area, we'll build today's build. Now, I was trying to think about a cool shape for the building, and I've decided that the circle is and has and was and still is. I like building circle buildings, guys, so we're going to try and build a circle armory building today, which should be pretty cool. So, to start, we definitely need to clear this land out a little bit and see what we're working with. I think the circle's dimension should be this right here. So we have a flat side of 5 blocks long, then we have a 2, a 1, a 2, and then again another flat side of 5, and then the same turn right in here. And I'm not sure if this is a perfect circle, but it should work for today's build. Something like that. A nice sized building, but nothing too gigantic. Now, the blocks. So this build palette, I guess, is actually pretty straightforward. I've used this palette quite a bit, but actually not at all in this world at all, because if you remember, we didn't have dark oak wood until very recently. So we'll do dark oak wood pillar right there. I almost called it a beam. Definitely a pillar. So 2 pillars like that, and then we'll have a door in the middle. But on either side of that door, we'll do stone brick like that, and then around the door is right here, we'll do spruce planks going up. Then I'd like to actually maybe work a window in here. The window spot will be, I guess we'll do this for now, then we'll do a little bit more planks. So these pillars need to go all the way up to there. Then we'll start the ceiling, but first we need to talk about the other walls. So circles are cool. They're fun to work with because you can do cool things in their bends. This time, in this bend, I think I'd like to do a big wraparound glass windows. So we'll end up doing something like this. We'll have stone bricks all along the side in the ground and a glass window that looks out at everything that we built over there. We'll do the exact same thing on this side. Stone bricks down on the ground, glass window. But I mean, don't be silly. You know that I cannot, would not, and should not skip out on the mossy variants. We need those beautiful blocks right there. I mean, if I could just have one moment really quick, you guys, these blocks. Wow. Okay, so anyways, we'll have 2 wraparound windows just like that and just like that. Now in here would be weird, but we can fix that weirdness by doing even more dark oak wood inside of there to make it look like the glass is being encased or held up by the dark oak wood. Now on this flat side, we'll pretty much copy what we did over there, but we'll switch it up a little bit because of course we don't really need another door on this side. So dark oak wood goes up there, then in the middle we'll do more stone bricks in there, and we'll get the mossy blocks in there, of course, and then again dark oak wood. But on this side, instead of obviously like a door or something, we'll do spruce up there, and we'll have a window right there, a 3x3 window. That'll be nice. I love windows. Now we're all the way on the back of the build. So the back is definitely going to be different. Eventually, we'll probably make a farm out of that outpost, and maybe like a raid farm nearby as well, but right now we don't have that. So there's nothing to look at back here, which means we can go ahead and skip the corner windows, even though they are amazing, but we'll skip the corner windows on the back side of the build and just do a normal, fully enclosed walls. So that means stone brick base, just like this, and then spruce planks on the other 4 blocks going all the way up like that. It will be kind of dark on the back side of the build, which is something that I don't like. I like to use windows, but it'll be fine, because on the back side, we could actually create some sort of weapon rack. So you walk in, and you look at the weapons, and then you turn back, and we'll put actually armor stands right there, there, and there, with the enchanted armor right there. So then from the outside, like when we're over here in the town, we could look over towards the building and see armor right in those windows, and diamond armor too. So big flex energy right there, which will be really, really nice. So yeah, that's the build. That's everything that I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get back in here, of course, and get those beautiful, beautiful mossy blocks and get everything else just about in other than the roof. The roof is going to be a little less straightforward. I think I have an idea. I'm kind of just winging it today, by the way, guys. I kind of have an idea, but not too sure if it will end up looking very good. So we'll have to see. Now, while I'm working on the build today, I'd like to do a little bit of a time-lapse talk. Now, let me be clear. This time-lapse talk is unrelated to pretty much anything other than my life, but I hope you enjoy it still. So, Elites, today is definitely one of those days. So, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that a couple months back I got Invisalign. When I had gotten it, the first few videos were really lispy, and I don't know, today is one of those lispy days. So far, I would say this process has been really nice, but randomly, here and there, I have days where I feel like I have the biggest lisp in the history of humanity, and today is definitely one of those days. I'm sure somebody has definitely let me know if I have a lisp by this point in the video, but I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to acknowledge it today. Other days I kind of just try and ignore it, but yeah, no, this is definitely not a sponsorship, by the way. I mean, I like the stuff, but it's not a sponsorship. We're just talking about lisps. Absolutely related, but definitely unconnected to lisps. I feel like younger me again. You see, when I was younger, I couldn't say my R's, like, at all. I just couldn't say them. I had to go to, in school, like, one of those ladies. She was a really nice lady, but, like, I had to go to her, and she would try and teach me how to say my R's. Eventually, I caught on, but, like, I just couldn't for the longest time. It was the hardest thing in the world, other than tying shoes, and I don't know. When I have that lisp energy, I really feel like I'm like 10 again. Definitely some childhood trauma there. Definitely. Maybe not. It's not that deep. Maybe it is. I don't know. This next part is going to be a little bit of a gamble here. Do we have... Oh, yes, we definitely do have light gray concrete powder, so less of a gamble for sure. Does light gray concrete powder work with, say, stone? Are they close enough in tones? They're kind of close enough. They're not like as close as like stone brick, obviously, but what if we did light gray concrete powder, of course, and then maybe andesite? Does andesite kind of bridge the gap? I would say it does, because stone is kind of dark, and then andesite has those light tones, and then that's even lighter. So maybe we could do that on the floor in here. Stone, andesite, and light gray concrete powder. I mean, I would use cobblestone, but I mean, hey, we'll bring some cobblestone as well. I don't know if I'm gonna like the cobblestone, though. You see, I'm trying to use something similar to what we have going on in the path in here, because I think this would make a really good and strong armory building floor, but at the same time, I'm not trying to replicate the path identically, because I think that would look a little bit odd. So let's go ahead and try that as a flooring, and hopefully it'll work out. By the way, the cool thing about the iron farm, you can kind of see it in between those two things right now, but there's a golem burning. The positioning is great. It's up in the air and nothing blocks it, which I'd like to hopefully keep. Well, almost nothing. The trees do block it a little bit, but you can really see if this thing is working from pretty much anywhere. I almost wish that instead of going 20 blocks off of the ground, I went 40, so it would be way high up in the air, like up there somewhere, and I would be able to see it from literally anywhere. But that would sort of make it look like a gigantic floating spaceship, which could be a little bit weird. But it's very easy to check up on this thing throughout the episode, which is cool. You see, my other idea here would be smithing tables. A floor of smithing tables, because smithing tables have a really cool top texture, but at the same time, smithing tables have a grid-like texture, and in such a large setting, because this is kind of big here, that might not look very good. And it's a circle, too, so I don't know about a grid floor in maybe... I don't know. Do we like this? I mean, I think it's good. This stands out quite a bit, but once we get things in here, I think that might be good. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys the build. From the outside, this is what we have right now. We have the glass windows, and then in here, glass panes, of course, to add even more depth. Depth is always a big thing. Definitely incorporate that in all of your builds. On the corners, I did go ahead and do more depth over here because with all planks, this would have looked really flat. So the staircases help break things up. You see, that's like pretty flat looking. But unfortunately, these corners are hard to work with. So we can just go ahead and leave things flat there. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Then on the backside, we have that. And then over here, same thing. And that is pretty much the entire build. On the front, I did go ahead and do the window right there, and then I did panes in here, and it's kind of cool. The panes look like they're being held in by the staircases, so I don't know. I really like that look. On the inside, it's pretty flat still, but we'll probably change that when we decorate the inside. Now, the hard part, the difficult part, the part that I'm very unsure about. This would be the roof. So I'm thinking that we will do, maybe, hopefully this works, but maybe we'll try to do sandstone slabs here. Let's go ahead and start with a dirt staircase and a stack of sandstone slabs. I'm thinking that the sandstone slabs could be placed just like this here. Then around the bend we go in a little bit. Then over here we have a corner, so let's do a strong corner. And then the same thing here. Now, considering the fact that this is a circle, it will repeat all the way around this build. I think this should work. Let's go ahead and get the first layer in. Now, after layer 1, we will definitely need more slabs, but maybe this will be enough? Maybe, we'll see. So, the first layer is in. We can't tell anything quite yet, so let's go ahead and do the next layer. Now, this time, the roof will be fully built out of sandstone slabs, no other variants, and it'll basically just continue to go upwards, maybe 3 or 4 layers, I'm not too sure. The thing that I'm concerned about here is the fact that we're using slabs on the roof. So sometimes when you do a slab roof, I don't know, things just sort of look a little too flat and it ends up looking bad. But I think that this might work out here. So layer 2, let's go ahead and do a layer 3. But on this layer, let's switch things up a little bit. We'll have the roof go, I think, like this to keep things from looking to, I guess, flat on these 5 block wide sides. If we do this, then we have another layer of 5, but the next one will only be 3 blocks, and I think that'll help keep this a circle. We're going for a dome, but not a dome at the same time. I'm not trying to recreate a miniature version of the storage building. Definitely trying to go for something different here. Are we about to run out of... Yeah, we're gonna run out. Oh, man. Thankfully, I have a lot of sandstone saved up, though, so we can easily make a whole lot more. Not a big deal. Okay, so now we have this. Let's go ahead and continue upwards, maybe again, one more time at least, but this time the corners get changed up. So we do a strong corner like that, and then over here we just do a flat side of 3 blocks, something like that. This might be enough after this layer, though. We'll have to see, though. So, the thing that I'm wondering about is acacia planks. What would they look like if we put them on the top of this build? But we might actually need some acacia slabs as well. So let's turn all of those into slabs and then all of those into planks. Now, if we were to go up here and place a plank down, where are we? Okay, we would be seen a little bit. I think this is where the slabs come in. I'd like the planks to be seen a lot, well not a lot, but more than a little bit. So what if we went all the way around this thing here now with acacia and actually capped this thing off? Then from the inside we could come in and actually do like fill in this whole center area with maybe orange glass. So from the inside we have pretty much an orange ceiling. I think that would look really cool, and honestly, I think the sandstone will separate the acacia from the dark oak and the spruce enough for this to actually work. So let's go ahead and make a few more slabs, then we'll step back and take a look at this final product, and oh man, I hope it works, because in my mind, this looks really cool. Will it work in Minecraft though? That's the big question. Let's go ahead and get rid of this staircase as well so we can get the full experience. So, is it good? Does it work? Ooh. I think it works. I think that it works. It's different. Definitely different. I haven't done anything like that before. I definitely know that I don't have a problem with the slab roof. That doesn't look like too shallow or anything. Like not steep enough. That looks good. You know, I think I like it. I think that works actually. Let's go ahead and look at it from over here. Yeah, you know, I think it works, and it kind of brings the other palette into the build because we have stone brick, sandstone, acacia, and then the same thing over there, but we have a modification on it. I think it looks good. I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna keep it like that. Now we need orange glass, which I definitely don't have the things for over there. So, orange dye. Do I have any saved up? I have 1. Nice, but we can make more. So let's see if I can be cheap here today. Can I get away with 24 orange stained glass? Hold on a minute. Oh no, you guys are out of shears again. We're gonna have to fix that in a minute. But thankfully, we have something that gives us iron for shears now. Not a big deal. We need like 12 or 16 more. I guess that wasn't enough. You know, why didn't I ever plant sunflowers here? This would be kind of a nice spot for sunflowers. I think I'm gonna plant sunflowers here. Okay, so glass is now in. Boom, there we go. We needed a total of 13 more, I think. So now the inside details. We're definitely gonna go ahead and finish the whole build today. We'll do the interior as well. So let's go ahead and start cooking up sandstone. We need probably more smooth sandstone for what I'm about to do. So in the back of this build, like I mentioned before, I'd like to do some sort of tool rack, probably built out of smooth stone. We could maybe go up and then use staircases and slabs to create an arched look, and then in the middle we could do probably like oak slabs and then item frames hanging off of those slabs. That would probably end up looking pretty cool and be a really nice looking armor rack or tool rack. But since we don't have enough smooth sandstone right now, let's go ahead and try and do the ceiling. So in here, What can we do to make this look better? So we could do maybe slabs like that, or all the way over maybe? Yeah, maybe all the way over. Then could we do a staircase in here? Yes, definitely. We could do staircases like that. Then we'll do slabs going all the way over to there, and then staircases again to go up towards the orange. Then what if we just did more slabs in here? Would that do it? That does it. That definitely does it. What about even more staircases over here, though, to make that go down, and then one more? Ooh, just like that. That is definitely the way to go all the way around this place. Definitely, for sure. And then the sandstone on the top of the glass in there, I think that's fine. I really like the texture of the sandstone from the bottom, so we're going to go ahead and have the glass connect all the way up to the ceiling like it does down there. But on these corners, we can't do that thing because that'll go into the glass and that'll look weird. Okay, so on the back, let's try this. We'll go blocks right there coming out and out again. Then we could probably go one more up here like that. And then we'll need to move forward and place a staircase just like that. And then another staircase going like that. That should work. Then we can probably climb up here and do maybe slab like that. Then we could go over towards the middle even more and do more slabs, but going up a little bit more, so something like that. And that is actually right in the center. Okay, so that's good. Then we can go ahead and do two more slabs like that. And I'm out of slabs, so we'll have to get more, but staircase, and then blocks going down all the way to the ground. And then in here, I guess we would just fill that in like that. That would probably work. So let's go ahead and get rid of these and then go and make what I need. I think two more slabs. I think 2 is the number. So we go ahead and get actually one more slab. That's all we needed. Then we have something that looks like that. That alone is a really nice looking stand. Now, since we will never see back here, we'll do a torch and a torch just to keep things safe. And then finally, we can come in with oak slabs, I think. Maybe like here, going all the way across, and then all the way across again, and then maybe one more up here all the way across, which means we should probably come in there and just connect that to the wall. That'll just look a little bit better. But yeah, then we have that rack right there. Now this is a little weird looking with these beams in the back, so I think we can actually pull these ones out and just fill the wall in. Actually, I think that should work there because it's the back and it's flat, so we could actually just continue the stone bricks right there. And then over here, this can just disappear as well. Goodbye, you were nice while you lasted. So that means we end up with something that looks like that. I think that is a really nice looking tool rack. Then finally we go in here with item frames all over this thing, and then eventually we put tools inside of these frames. Now we could probably honestly crowd these frames more if we needed to, but for now I think having them spaced out like that would actually look a little bit better. Then what I'm thinking is we'll just put tools on there, and yeah, when we need more frames we'll just add more frames. But this should be more than enough because I'm thinking like the fortune pickaxe will be stored here. If we get different shovels, like a fortune 3 shovel and a silk touch one, then we'll store them in here too. And yeah, basically different swords, just any type of good weapon at all gets stored in here. Now the armor, so I'm thinking about raised pedestals for sure, something like that, but I think each raised pedestal should correspond to whatever the armor is used for. So let's say we have a set of fire resistance 4 armor. Then would do like a magma block because fire resistance is good in the nether. Let's say we have a water set of armor, then probably a prismarine block, which we'll have to get soon. And then, yep, that'll represent water armor. So for now, we'll just do placeholders. I'm not too sure. I think I'd like to do maybe a nether set, a water set, an end set. The end set would be good for falling. And then we'd have room for 3 more. Maybe one of them is like extra elytra, turtle shell one, or elytra and turtle shell could go on the same one. Then maybe, I don't know, just 2 other random sets of diamond armor, stuff like this right here that isn't really necessarily good for anything specific, just general good sets of armor. That's what I'm thinking. Then finally in here we need a few more details. We'll definitely need lighting. Lighting will be done with lanterns, probably on the floor, hanging from the ceiling, something like that. We'll also need some sort of circular rug in the middle in here. That would look nice. We could actually have lighting under that. That's what we'll definitely do. And then, yeah, just some general details, like maybe a couple blast furnaces in there. That would look really good. So I think we can bring you. Do I have enough? Oh, I don't have enough smooth stone. Yeah, just a few more final touches in here. Stone cutter for sure. That's kind of strong looking. An anvil in here would look good too. But before I go ahead and do all of that, oh, and I'm going to do the outside of the build as well. We need a little bit of terraforming around that thing. And then maybe, honestly, I terraform this area too. I need to get things ready for the world tour. But first, before we go ahead and go away, let's check the iron and make sure it's going. You know what? Actually, I can see that it's going good. You're not going to see the iron till the end of the video. Sorry, people. Okay, so the build is just about done, but it definitely needs one more big fancy touch. That fancy touch is definitely a fancy custom banner. So today we will be making our very first banner pattern. Honestly, I don't remember if I even made one of these in the last season. Boom, right here. So this is a banner pattern. Banner patterns were added in Minecraft 1.14 alongside the loom block. Banner patterns are used inside of looms to create certain patterns, but they are not consumed. So basically, if you have a banner pattern, you can use it as many times as you'd like. So we need this banner pattern right here. This is the first step in our cool design. So first, we do that. Now, next up, we're done with this banner pattern, so we can put it down there for now. Next comes a die. Next up, we need this one right here, this bottom colored piece of a banner. So boom, we take that. Now we need light blue dye in here and a line down the middle. So where is that line down the middle? Aha, there it is right there, this line. Next up, that goes over there, this goes over here, and we need the fancy crazy border. This thing right there is good. Now this goes back over here, and that goes over there, and we need this top corner colored in, boom. And then finally, we need one more dye right there, color in the other corner, and we have ourselves a diamond sword. Would you take a look at that? Now, gotta be honest, I didn't make that up out of memory. I saw the banner pattern on playing in Minecraft, and I thought this would be perfect for that building. So we're gonna go ahead and take that, go over here, and actually copy it. You can actually copy banners and crafting tables, but you need the exact same banner. So basically, this was a purple banner at first. If we're gonna copy it, we need another purple banner. So boom, there we go, boom, here we go. We have two diamond sword banners, and these banners will go on either side of the doors. So one right there and one right there. I thought that the purple would look nice with the blue, and the purple actually ties this build into that build and into the nether portal right there. So I thought that was sort of the decision that had to be made. So there's that. This is what we see when we walk in. Pretty cool. Now we need more armor stands on all of these things. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a bunch of diamond armor right now, so we're just going to put empty armor stands. That'll be fine for now. Just basically get it ready. I did move this old iron set of armor in here. We'll keep it in here until we have more diamond armor, and then this will either go on a different armor stand that we'll just put somewhere around this room, or we'll just put it away in a barrel. So I brought some barrels over here for the first time. This does indeed confirm that I don't hate barrels, guys. I don't know. I just haven't used them at all. Inside of the barrels, we'll put tools that aren't so good that are still keepable. So this is keepable, that's keepable, but they're not the best. On this rack will be the good things. So this sword, I would consider this sword fairly good. Eventually, all of our tools will have names, so it'll be easy to find things, but for now, we'll just kind of throw the tools on there, and then we can actually turn these and make it look like they're hanging from here. And it works. It doesn't 100% look like they're hanging, but what about a button? Would a button on here work? Ah, that's right, we can't put buttons on slabs. Okay. Well, never mind. I was gonna say a button might make it look like these are secured in somehow, but that's fine. We'll just hang them like that, and then eventually the names will be highlighted when we walk up to them. But these tools will now live there, well, forever, but really until we need them next. Now, there's one final thing that we need to check on in today's episode to end things up. But by the way, I did go ahead and get shears in all of those dispensers. This time I did 2 in every single dispenser because, of course, we have this machine over here, this beast. So, as you can see, it is still running beautifully, 0 problems at all, and iron totals right there. Now, I don't remember what we had earlier on in the video. You'd have to go back and check, but we definitely have, like, maybe 3 or 4 more stacks, and to make things even more impressive, I took a full stack out of here to make all of the shears. So yeah, there would be 1 more entire stack in there. That's pretty good if I do say so myself. I mean, we're gonna have more than enough iron in no time. We might need to build something that we could AFK in around here soon. Now, I did decide to finish off this whole area, but I did nothing to this space over here. We'll do that soon, maybe on a stream, maybe in a different episode. But this area is now fully terraformed and finished, at least for now, until we decide to come back in here and do something later. We have 2 new custom trees. This area I left kind of blank over there. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking some sort of pond would look cool, but yep, I decided to leave it blank. But that is going to be just about it for today's episode, Elites. I hope you enjoyed the armory build. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe. I always appreciate it. It really does help a lot. In case you haven't heard yet, there is some beautiful Wattles merch located right down below this video. If you pick some up, it really seriously helps me out a lot. So check it out and grab some if you like it. Today, I'd like to send a special thank you, a big shout out to my patron, Augs Peace. Thank you very much for the support, and thank you all for watching. This has been episode number 44 of the Armory build. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.